I'm just going to sit here and smile for a minute. Let me just promote this. A couple more friends in here. Let me just share it out. There's a little siren thing. How do you do that? Where is that? There we go. How are we feeling? Yes, absolutely. Huge win. Ah, yes. Yes. Sorry if I just assaulted your eardrums, but yes, that is that's the United win right there. That's the United win. Like if you've watched for any amount of time, or if you watched from the Fergie days, that feels like one of those like almost I don't know, Fergie time, Fergie kind of wins, right? That just feels good, and to do it in Liverpool's home in front of their silly little faces. Oh yes, yes, man. I don't know where to begin. Apologies for looking at my phone. I'm trying to use my phone and save my computer's bandwidth so I can stream here and not be all choppy and stuff. So I'm looking down at it. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Second minute goal by none other than Bryan and Bumo. Uh, Game went on. Gakpo, 78th minute, scored. Okay, whatever. Never say die though. Never say die. Not with Manchester United, because none other than Slabhead, Harry Maguire, 84th minute, coming through, back of the net. Game done. Game done. Quick stats for those who care. 19 shots Liverpool, 12 for United, 6 on target for Liverpool, 4 for United, 64% possession in favor of Liverpool, 8 fouls Liverpool, 14 United. We were aggressive, whatever. Do what you got to do to win the match. 9 points Liverpool, 4 for United. Who cares? Whatever. What matters most is 3 points for Manchester United. 2 back-to-back wins, 2 points out of Champions League, not just Europe. 2 points out of Champions League. I mean, are we back? Are we back? That's the question. That's the question that everyone's asking. Way too early, way too far ahead of ourselves. But are we back? Are we back? Is this a turning point? Which we've all said before. I've even labeled some videos. Is this a turning point? Is today, is tonight, this morning, wherever you are, is it a turning point for Manchester United? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. I mean, I am going to be running off of the high of that win for the rest of the day, for the rest of the weekend into starting the week. I mean, I'm going to wake up with a smile on my face, right? Just thinking about this win. Honestly, I questioned the lineup. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I was, all rah-rah-ree the whole time. My prediction was a 1-1 draw. If you watch my match preview, that was my prediction. It was a 1-1 draw. Um, I figured it would be a couple goals from moments of magic, whatever. Uh, I gotta catch my breath and get my words together here. Um, and I was worried about the lineup, right? I didn't like Maguire and De Ligt being on the pitch at the same time across our back line. I wasn't a fan of that. I was like, we're gonna get blitzed with speed. But apparently Amram had something up his sleeve, and this was all tactical. This was all part of the plan. Um, so it worked out. I mean, Maguire, got the game-winning goal. De Ligt did well. I mean, what can you say? Amram got it right. Amram got it right. And this is coming from a guy who has been Amram out since Grimsby Town. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I wasn't. I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't. I'm not going to swap and all that stuff. I was Amram out since Grimsby Town, right? This win goes a long way to changing my view, right? You know, is 2 wins back to back now. I was worried that we might lose momentum over the international break because that Sunderland win came at like a good time and a bad time. A good time because like okay, maybe the players walk away feeling good, they come back, we carry the momentum as we have. Also, I was worried that maybe we lose momentum because the players left, they're gone for 2 weeks, they come back, kind of reset. Obviously, we came back with that same fire, that momentum. Um, Amram got it right today, so I have to put my hands up and say, yeah. I mean, granted, we got fortunate because I'm watching the replays now. Gakpo hit the post twice, but we hit the post also. We had chances too. So it wasn't like we just laid down and weathered the storm from Liverpool. We had our chances. We were dangerous at times. Um, like I said, we hit the post once, they hit it twice. Um, we had chances, right? We had a game plan, we executed. Um, so I mean, yeah, hats off to Amram. Again, let me know your thoughts. Who was your player of the match too? Who was your player of the match? I know right now, reactionary, you give it to Harry Maguire because he scored the goal. But who's your player of the match? I gotta think about mine. I'm not sure. Um, but they're showing Salah too. Salah was quiet. Salah's showing signs of father time catching up with him, if you ask me. He was quiet. Um, and people will say, oh, this Liverpool side, they're rebuilding or whatever, blah, 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 whatever. Like, sure, so are we, right? So are we, because on paper, no one predicted this. I don't think anyone predicted this on paper. Everyone thought it might at best be a draw or a Liverpool win. Um, but obviously not the case. Obviously not the case. They are licking their wounds. We are riding back up the M62, smiling, happy. But yeah, let me know who your player of the match was or is. Let me know your thoughts on the match. Please do like if you're happy for the win. Subscribe if you're ecstatic for the win. I would really appreciate it. One-man band here, so I don't have a whole tech crew and room running stuff for me. This is all me. So I appreciate the support if you can lend some through a subscription and a like. Um, but yeah, man. Whew. I'm just watching back the highlights. But player of the match. Probably Cunha. I think I give it to Cunha today. Or I don't know, but then Mbumo did well too, though. Hmm. I think I'm gonna say Cunha. I think I'm gonna say Cunha just because he was put in a few more positions where he really had to fight and really had to just bring that dog out. Um, and he succeeded. So I think Cunha is my man in the match. I think Cunha is my man in the match. Because he really, I mean, there were certain times where I was just like, how did you emerge with that ball, right? Or how did you get on the end of that? So I think Cunha is man of the match. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know who your man of the match is. I know I'm speaking 100 miles an hour. I'm still excited. I'm gonna be excited the rest of the day. So yeah, Let me know who your man of the match was. Let me know again. Are we back? Does this start us on the path? I mean, we've got Brighton next, which I'm also doing. The usual stuff for pre-match, match watch, post-match. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Wait, Van Dijk is speaking. Let me see if I can catch some of his quotes really quickly here. Van Dijk saying to concede a second goal like that is the disappointing part. We were far too rushed, making wrong decisions at times. There were moments where we were open if we lost the ball. Disappointing today. These are Van Dijk's quotes. United was very patient. They didn't press us high. They let us have the ball. We made rash decisions at times. We created many opportunities to score and win the game. But the reality is that we lost. It's an interesting time now. We have to stick together. So those are some quotes from Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool captain, as you know. Um, I mean, yeah, and he noted what I said before in my pre-match, in my match preview. I felt like the best tactic, which is kind of what we did today, was to let Liverpool have the ball, but then as they got, either side of the halfway line to then attack them because for whatever reason in Liverpool's play, they kind of march up the pitch. And then when they get around the halfway line, maybe just beyond, but still kind of in the center circle, they then start making their runs to try and pull you apart, but that stretches them a bit. And so I noticed that in their game, especially against Chelsea, that stretches them a bit. And that's where, if they lose the ball, they're most vulnerable. And Van Dijk just kind of said it just now. It's like, you know, we didn't press them high up the pitch. We let them come to us a bit. And then just when they started trying to make their runs and kind of get themselves out of position in an effort to score, we would press them, take the ball, and we'd be going the other way. And they're having to run back. So well executed game plan. Um, like I said, my hat's off to Amram, even though I've been Amram out since Grimsby Town. You saw me earlier in the match watch with the plate. I was like, I will happily eat my own words because ultimately, just like you, I want Manchester United to be successful. So, um, yeah, but yeah, let me know who your man of the match was. Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna keep this short because unfortunately I do have to do other things besides talk about Manchester United. I gotta go be an adult now. But huge win, huge win. Great tactical setup from Amram. Like I said, I was iffy on the starting 11. I agree wholeheartedly with the tactics. The starting 11 paid off, especially with Maguire scoring the goal. So great job, Amram. Great job, team. Great job, you all who came through to watch and hang out. Appreciate that. And yeah, we go marching on. I mean, I'll be curious to see how everyone feels when they've had a chance to sleep on it and wake up tomorrow, how we're feeling. Um, Again, I think you're going to see a lot of those "Are we back?" headlines, like like my thumbnail. But yeah, are we? You're right. And then we've got Brighton. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Please do like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and roll on Brighton. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Peace.